So Prom Fantasy was a brainchild that I had after seeing a show, maybe about 6 years ago, where they were showcasing gowns from a particular store. And I thought that'd be a great idea to showcase gowns and tuxedos and prom fashions for teens using different organizations. And just so happened, the show I was at, I bumped into Mr. Jason over here.
I was very inspired by the look and style of Ebony Fashion Fair. One of the scenes that always stood out in my mind was their finale in all the gowns, and I wanted to figure out a way to have something like that for teenagers, and that's kind of where Prom Fantasy came about, where every scene was about prom gowns, but every scene was some type of fantasy, something elegant or extravagant or over the top about each scene.
Sequence. We call this a table hopper. You have no intentions.
Get the gun from that girl boutique.
So basically, when we're actually auditioning models, we're looking for style, we're looking for grace, we're looking for poise, we're looking for not the experience, but we're looking for something there where we can actually take it. And we're not looking for the perfect model, we're looking for just someone that actually has a little technique that we can actually help them and push them a little further.
I want you to think about your auditioning for Prom Fantasy. So everything in the show is all prom dresses. So they don't have pockets, you're gonna trip if you get too twisted up, and you're gonna slow it down.
First time you've worn that shoe? Yes. It is? Yes. How did that guess?
Are you used to wearing shoes at home? Be honest.
It depends on the shoe. Now she came in here pretty confident. She was trying to get like, Lord help my soul.
I was just, I was just about to tell you that. Where did confidence go? Because you just walked out of here with your all in the right.
Well, I look like I fit for her. That's what I'm trying to say.
So, I bet you want to know how I knew that was the first time she's worn that shoe. Should I tell them?
We've been doing this for a while.
First of all, it was as clean as a whistle on the bottom. You know how you have shoes where you got that smooth sole and you can't see scratches? That was the first indication. But the second one was that she couldn't walk in it. I mean, honest to God, didn't you see it? Legs going left and right. But what was funny about that though, is when I asked her, she gave me this kind of, yes. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's an issue for us. Because when we tell you wear a shoe that you have worn before that's broken in, that's what we mean. We don't care that it's a hot, funky shoe. We're going to get you a good shoe. We need to see what you can do, people. Hello, follow instructions. So auditions are always really interesting because we never know what we're going to get, right?
Right.
And so at the end of the day, it comes down to who's trainable, who has a look that we can do something with, and who's going to be flexible. And that's what we have the hard time. Because with teenagers, they get stuck in their way and it becomes very, this is what I do and this is how I am and I'm not changing. And we had to figure out, okay, who can we weave through and kind of figure out we'd be able to work with and work through that.
And RIT's here.
So you know how to model?
Yes, I do.
That's all you learned last year at the show?
I don't know.
You a little nervous this year? Why?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do I scare you?
No.
Okay.
I
I was terrified. I was terrified.
Make me happy! Pull your hand back, Sean.
Intimidating for some of the newer models to come into the audition and have the older models that's been with the Prom Fantasy for years or been working with the school that's very comfortable with modeling and being in front of an audience. So a lot of times if someone doesn't have the experience of modeling or being in front of a crowd, it's really intimidating.
That first model, whoever he or she may be, needs to be powerful, okay? What I'm looking for to be cast in this scene, yes, I want you to model. Yes, I want you to adhere to all of the runway basics that we told you. But I also want to see your festive carnival spirit on the runway. What does that mean, Mr. Jason? You show it to me and I'll let you know if that's it. What is that?